Alrighty, so we're going to talk about our current social social current events. Let's go over some current events and do a bit of social studies, shall we? And they didn't like the political answer that they got.
That was stupid.
I know.
Sorry.
I'm not in politics.
I got on a Muslim live today and didn't get angry at all. Normally I would have screamed and hollered, but I was very calm. Just proud of myself. I cried,
I laughed.
I don't know what has happened to me. I don't know if I've had a mental break or you used to upset me or make me mad or make whatever. It's become absurd. And I don't know why. I can't, everything. All the outside of my people hurting, this has gotten so ridiculous. So ridiculous. Everybody's acting like they're in third grade. And we've all been paying taxes for at least 30 years. It's crazy to me.
Hey, listen to this. You've heard me say, I've told every one of us, myself included, pray for the hedge of protection, put on the armor of God before you go into these lives. Amen. Let me expand that a little bit. Pray for the hedge of protection and put on the armor before you go in DMs.
Oh. Well, Priscilla.
What? Where you at?
Priscilla be getting all kinds of texts.
I thought I represented well, did I not? Was you in there long enough?
What'd you say? What'd I miss? I was opening the little wafers.
In the Muslim live.
Oh, I didn't see you in there.
Oh, okay. Did you see the tricycle video I made of us going around Talladega?
No, I didn't even see that one yet.
Come on. Did you see that one, Chaplain? You were in it.
Probably argue
our little race. Is that the one you're talking?
Yeah. And the one where random's chasing you on the pogo stick?
Yeah, that was by far, so far, my favorite one, Justice, of all the videos that AI has been coming up for this, complicated, storyline that's coming about.
Ooh, I know. I made a good one just now, Priscilla. You ain't even seen it.
Hey, did y'all
with you and Lori
videos that's in that saga? Share it to the weirded or whatever group that you've been invited in.
What's going on with Paul?
Okay.
Is there something with Paul?
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Chaplain, I forgot to add you. I ain't posted it yet. I'll do it.
What's the deal when sometimes it won't post
saw
it?
That one generate in drafts is because I forgot to tag anybody in it, and so it was just me, and it wouldn't work, so I couldn't see it. And now I don't have any of the buttons. I have no options at all.
What is the deal when it won't let you? It'll go to 99% and then
it
quit.
says fails. It just says failed. This is the thing where I realize every one of the ones that failed for me is when I try to maybe use copyrighted kind of images or characters or something like that. Make Paul, Batman.
No, you gotta type it out. Yeah.
I know, I would type it out. Just Paul is Bruce Wayne who turns into Batman and Charles is Clark Kent who turns into Superman. And it gets all the way to 99, it's failed. And I'm just
hey, chat.
I think I mentioned the Pope in mine. Might have been
wrong. So the video with Todd and Paul skipping down the road, down the sidewalk.
Yeah, I saw that.
Right. So that just come out because I did exactly what Chap said. You guys were supposed to be seen dashing through the snow while you were skipping down the dingy yellow brick road. And I had to change it. And the words
I wondered what the idea was behind that. I was like, what was he trying to do there?
That's why you got to read the description and be like, yeah, AI got this wrong.
I delete my description.
Do you?
I was going to say, I didn't see a description. I didn't see a description.
Well, then
maybe generated. That's how my basketball ones got done. It generated itself.
I know, but Priscilla, I'm gonna have to put you on video and show you how to do it.
Girl, I'm telling you, I know how to do it. That's how I done.
But it's not posted.
I think we're all learning.
All right, chat. Check it out. So this is what's happening. Okay, I did my AI generator person. Right, got that girl done. Okay, and then the AI generated 2 or 3 basketball videos by itself, and it posted. I could share it and everything. Then whenever I learned, okay, you go in there and like you type out like a scene and you put your cast in there, it'll generate the video and like I go to my drafts. I can't pull them up. It says AI generator is not available to me yet. But it lets me generate the video and it lets everybody put me in the video, but I can't do anything with the video. And I have gone through every TikTok chat help support group, uninstalled, reinstalled, all the jazz.
It says AI generator is not available to you.
AI cast generator is not available to you yet.
Well, it does that if I do too many. If I do more than two, try to do one that I deleted, it won't let me do another one. It'll say that.
Really?
Not available at this time. I can only do two. Priscilla, if I delete one, I still can't do another one, though.
Priscilla, do you know how to clear the TikTok cache?
Yes, sir. I did that too. I cleared everything.
I did too the other day. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Is it maybe in the settings then? Maybe in our settings where like maybe you got to turn that on, like AI generated.
And it doesn't have that option for me because Google had said that, and it was like, go check your settings and make sure all that's your permissions and stuff. I don't even have the option now. There's nothing like used to. When I saw one of your guys' videos, it had the little circles at the top right, and to make your own,
Right.
And I could do that. I couldn't see them, but Amanda could see them. Now I don't even have that.
So I had that.
But they weren't posted.
Yeah, because it wouldn't let me do anything. I didn't even see them. You're the only one that's been watching.
So this happened to me. This exact same thing happened to me. Listen, this is what it is. So what I had to do was I had to go update TikTok. Now, because I have so many accounts, I didn't want to uninstall it, but that may have to be an option. It worked for me just to update. And it fixed that.
The software? Updating the software? Yeah.
Right.
And I go to my app store for that, right?
Right.
No updates available.
Well, my phone forces me to do it eventually. I kick it till finally it just does it.
Until you just can't
What
get
it
around
does,
it
it just
anymore.
kills my battery. That's all it's made for, to go buy another phone. I understand it. So I kick it as long as I can. Planned obsolescence. I understand the whole thing.
What's up?
I don't think that's an iPhone tactic, but like the software upgrades, like the phone ones that I get for my Droid, like I'm just like, I don't know, I don't think I need it, but I have automatic updates for all my apps that I use frequently. So, like if that's the case, like TikTok has added so many features, like, you can voice text like in DMs and stuff like that. And so maybe I would think that would be the first thing I would check, Priscilla, is go check like your apps and see if you have the most updated version. And then
the only message it'll ever give me is it's just not available to everybody right now. That's
maybe it's in a beta test to see how people are using it.
Does it do it when you push post? Is that when it does it, when you push post? Because sometimes it wouldn't let me post one, but then 10 minutes later I could.
You know how it generates in your drafts?
Yep.
And you see it there, and it says view more?
Yep.
I can go to my transaction, in my activity. I go to that, it says your video is ready.
Yep.
I click on it, and it says AI cast is not available to you yet.
What about
I
if you don't?
can't do anything with it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What if you bear it out? What if you bear it out and just let it generate on the screen without doing it in draft?
Without doing a scene?
Right, without doing the draft. Just let it sit there on the screen until it comes up.
No, I don't think that's the issue though. Like, because random, like I have a fold phone, like so when I like first did my AI cast and it finished and then I like watched it, it was just a blank black screen. I could like hear some audio, but I was like, what the heck is going on? And then I folded my phone up, and then when it like restarted, it was playing. So I was like, huh. So sometimes it does that. I don't know if I'm sure you guys probably don't have the same phone that I do, but maybe it is an issue of just like you need to be patient. I don't know.
Y'all gotta see my new one. My new one is so good. Oh, it's so good.
All right, so listen, and we're gonna get Bernard to talk. Listen, chap, We know we don't have the same phone you have. We are not kids no more. We have grown up into adults, and we've got out of the Android stage. And we
Not
are
gonna
now
lie,
into
bro.
the adult
I
stage.
can't agree with you there. If I could
Don't-
afford the monthly payment,
listen.
I would have an Android, but iPhone's cheaper.
What?
iPhone is cheaper these
It
days.
doesn't have a back button.
Yeah.
It don't have a back button. How do you work a phone with no back button?
Just one
I'd throw
button
it
does
straight in the
everything,
garbage.
My husband
right? Just like
says-
I couldn't stand that. Just one button for everything. You know,
Oh,
like
my husband says the same thing. There ain't no back button.
I switched from iPhone to Android because Android was cheaper. Wow. I paid almost $1,500 for my iPhone. My Android was $800. No.
That's what AT&T told me.
I got mine from Walmart. It works great. I get the $45 a month plan. Works fabulous.
I love that. I used to do that too.
All right, y'all. Let's see what Bernard's got. What's up,
Hey,
brother?
Bernard. Hey, Compose, by the way.
Hello. I just bought a new Android for $350 because my other Android got filled all up because I teach every day 14-minute teachings. So I've got this new phone. I've got 30 teachings now on my camera, and I'm going to go till that memory is full up and then mail. I'm kind of using the new phone at $350 as a zip drive. And then I'm going to take the whole phone and mail it to my brother in Michigan because my 30 plus teachings, my latest teachings, will be in the camera memory on the new phone.
Brother, let me
Gen
ask
X, baby, yeah.
Gen X.
Hold on. Brother, listen. Your brother can also do this, but I will do it for you as well if you want. Hit me up in DM if you do. I can do what you're wanting to do in your computer or your laptop from right here where I sit. All you have to do is open up Quick Assist and plug your phone up.
That's the whole point. I'm 83 years old in a couple of more days this month. I'm computer illiterate, can barely run my phone, and I don't own a laptop or a computer. All I have is my phone.
Which is a computer.
Hey, Bernard, are
It
you
is a
single?
Yeah, I'm single.
My you're pretty good looking. My grandma lives right next door. She's 81.
Well, cool.
She's on this app. I'm gonna share her profile with you.
And listen, I want to point something out, and it's a
Yes.
well-known fact. It's a well-known fact when you get older in age, you start taking on when your younger mentality and your younger mindset, and so that's why he's went to Android, y'all. It's because he's just going to the childlike mentality.
No.
Really?
That is not
Really,
true.
Mike? I'll tell you why.
Wait a second.
I'm joking, brother.
He's got a point. I want to share something with you. I paid $600 or $700 for an iPhone and couldn't run the darn thing. It's in my drawer. I fill up 2 phones per year, and sometimes I go out and buy another one. Every year I buy 2 to 4 Androids. I have a drawer full of 8 or more Android phones because I go through 2 to 4 phones a year and get new phone numbers each time.
All right, Bernard. All right, so I work IT, and your brother sounds like he's up to date on the technology, understands how that works. Get a pen and write this. Get a pen and write this down. I'm gonna give you some information.
Okay.
All right. Tell your brother.
I got a pen.
It's going to be a lot cheaper a year for you. You pay $100 to get Microsoft Family.
Microsoft what?
Family. 365.
Family?
365.
Microsoft 365.
All right.
All right. What is that?
Okay, I'm going to tell you. So number one, you get the Microsoft Suite. You get Microsoft Word, Excel. You get all that. But that's not what you're after. You're after the 1 terabyte OneDrive storage that you can get from this package. which means have your brother set up OneDrive on your phone. Okay.
Can he do that from Michigan? I'm in Arizona.
Yeah, he could. If he can walk you through it, yeah, absolutely. All right. So what it does. So what's going to happen when you set up Office 365 on your device with the OneDrive, right? Your device is going to back itself up to OneDrive. Okay.
Can I tell you what I figured out?
What's that?
Can I tell you what I figured out on my own?
Yes, Amanda, just a minute.
Trial and error.
Right.
I have 800 teachings over the past 8 years archived on YouTube under my full name, Bernard Eugene Behringer Jr. But this new phone I'm filling up with 30 teachings so far. I've taken an alias and opened up a second archive on YouTube under the alias of J. Joseph L.E., and I'm storing my latest 30 teachings on a second archive storage on YouTube.
In their cloud, right?
So
For
everybody
free.
can
That's
find
what
all
I
my
do.
teachings.
That's where you can just email your brother the link for each one of those teachings, Bernard. Yeah, that's what I do.
Right.
And then you don't have to use a whole nother phone to back up like a zip drive for that. So that is like my cost efficient option. I like record everything I do. I got like 8 hours every time I come on TikTok that I upload to my YouTube channel, and then I can just delete it off of my phone and then get that memory back. And then, it's saved me a lot of zip drives and stuff like that. And in OneDrive and Microsoft 360.
I used to do that also. I would fill up my camera hard drive, then delete that because I moved everything from the camera hard drive memory over to archived YouTube. And I've got 8 years, 800 teachings on YouTube.
Amen. On two different profiles, right? Like you have like the original 300, or you said like, and then this new one with like kind of like the upgraded, Bernard teachings and stuff like that. I love it.
I put my best 30 teachings on there so far in the last month because I bought my new phone a month ago, and my camera hard drive in my phone is not filled up yet. I might get 50 teachings on the camera hard drive, and then I can move those 50 teachings over to YouTube and clear my camera hard drive, but I'm going to leave it on there and mail the whole phone to my brother.
There you go. All right, Amanda.
How do you think he's just going to be like, wow, thanks for the phone, like, brother? And then he's going to open it and be like, whoa, these are, like,
I'm sure
amazing videos. I think that would be a great thing.
So, hey, Amanda wants to read a chapter in the Bible. Let's let her read.
Okay.
Because that's what we're here about.
So, I have a dear, dear sweet sister that loves me so much. And she sent me my first Bible. And I'm probably going to cry. But, so I opened it up. And, like, Psalms 23 is one of my favorites. But I love the Psalms, right? But I opened my my Bible, and there's a little message, and it says, for Psalms 27, it says, whenever you do not I'm probably going to cry. Whenever you do not understand what's happening in your life, just close your eyes. Take a deep breath and say, God, I know it's your plan. Just help me through it. And this is Psalms 27. Can I read that really quick? It says, the Lord is my light and my salvation. Amen. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the defense of my life. Whom shall I dread? When evil doers come upon me to devour my flesh, My adversaries and my enemies, they stumble and fail. If an army encamps against me, my heart will not fear. If war rises against me, in spite of this, I am confident. One thing I've asked from the Lord that I shall seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord and to meditate in his temple. For on the day of trouble, he will conceal me in his tabernacle. He will hide me in the secret place of his tent. And he will lift me up on a rock. And now my head will be lifted above my enemies around me. And I will offer sacrifices in his tent with shouts of joy. I will sing, yes, I will sing praises to the Lord. Hear me when I cry with my voice, and be gracious to me and answer me. When you said, seek my face, my heart said to you, I shall seek your face, Lord. Do not hide your face from me. Do not turn your servant away in anger. You have been my help. Do not abandon me nor forsake me. God of my salvation, for my father and my mother have forsaken me, but the Lord will take me up. Teach me your way, Lord, and lead me on a level path, because my enemies do not turn me over to the desire of my enemies, for false witnesses have risen against me, and the violent witness. I certainly believe that I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait for the Lord. Be strong, and let your heart take courage. Yes, wait for the Lord. Amen.
Amen. Selah.
Amen. It's beautiful. Our Lord is beautiful, y'all.
Amen. That's what I'm talking about.
He's so, like, all the way from Mississippi, from Alabama. He's just so good. He's so good.
He is. Yeah, like, again, I came in at the tail end where I think you were like addressing kind of like the whole thing in the thread, though. But like random, if I may, just like I liked your kind of like your idea, your theory on how to kind of get us to appreciate just kind of like who people call the enemy or whatever, police and all this stuff. But again, I just hope that, like God will find time for all of us to be able to kind of not judge one another based on gossip and stuff like that. So I'll just kind of put it like that. And Amanda, thank you for just kind of bringing.
Yeah, that wasn't no gossip, bro. You
was
say it was gossip. That was direct.
Yeah, that was me. That was.
No, I mean like
that was me.
No, man. He's talking about a different topic.
Oh.
Talking about something different.
Oh yeah, sorry,
okay,
man. I thought that
He's
was.
talking about when I got my flesh earlier. He was part of that group.
I mean, like, and that was my fault. Like Priscilla, I don't know if you saw the comment where it's just like I was the one who like put that group chat together. Amanda, I don't know if I forgot to bring you into that. I don't even know if you want to come into that. I know,
okay.
But like I was reading.
I knew it was your group chat. I mean, no shade on you. Like, it ain't your fault.
I mean, hey, I take accountability when I have accountability to take care. But again, like I was just going back through the comment. It was all from that video that I like shared about just like that tragedy in Chicago, which I know like is
very
where
tragic.
you're from.
I agree.
Right?
Listen, very, very tragic. I agree.
Right.
I think 9 times was way too many.
Like one time I think is too many in these situations. But
I don't know about that. Listen, we don't know. We only see what they want us to see. Let's admit that. We can admit we only see what they want us to see. We also don't know what took place prior. We don't know anything. Yes. Was he terminated? Yes. Should he probably been terminated? Yeah, I agree. He was excessive. Absolutely, 100%. But I have a friend here that will prove it to you. He will prove it to you. He will put a BB pew in your hand, and before you pull the little half moon thing, he will be on top of you with a rubber knife. Promise you. And he's 20 feet away. And he's 20 feet away, bro. And he will get up on you.
And this is where for me, Random, the armor of God means if they want to come at me and try to harm me, then may God protect me in this case. But my beliefs permit me or prohibit me from using any kind of weapon, even a BB gun, to try to armor up in this situation. Now, you're absolutely right. Like, we have to discern how it got up to this point. Just like watching George Floyd for the first time. How everybody then had to watch all the evidence coming forward, right? This is a discernment opportunity from God where I saw both of your perspectives. She was coming from a side where it was a little excessive, right? And also the way that police seem to be dealing with our fellow American citizen neighbors when they are having a mental breakdown. Clearly this guy is having some kind of mental breakdown, going with a gigantic Thor, waving it around. And there was, so this is where in my state of Colorado, we're really trying to be proactive. And we have gone to non-lethal ammo, rubber ammo, and just tasers and stuff like that. But now...
Oh, no, we ain't gonna get started on this.
Right.
Yeah, that's yeah. Because people believe they want to be I must keep my mouth shut.
So yeah, chat. We're gonna agree to an extent, and at some point we're gonna start separating. And what we can agree on is we are in a world of evil. What we have to do is the people that are stepping out into that world of evil to protect people. We have to step in their shoes before we pass judgment. Right.
He was a young officer, right? He was in his early 20s, right? And so this is just his first probably real life situation where he was being threatened, right? I can put myself in his shoes, right? So this is where it is a thing for me where how would God judge us, the world, and everyone in it on this type of situation, right? Everything is from God for the good of humanity. That's what I believe. And so when I hear people just say we live in a world of evil, yes.
We do, Chaplain. This world is not our home. This world is the devil's home.
That's right.
We are not of the world if we're saved. So I get, when it comes to politics and stuff, I've learned a lot. We do, we have to pray for them no matter what, and we have to trust in God, but we have to remember this world is not our home. He's coming back for us.
Right. And we'll do. We can all agree at this point. Let's pray for the family and the person that lost their life and the family that lost their loved ones, and let's pray for the other family that's being broken apart right now.
Yes.
Because of a rash decision, whatever you want to say, because of a rash decision, let's put it out. Let's label it for what it is. Let's just pray for that family that's fixing to be broke apart as well.
Amen.
And let's pray that God's glory will come out in the end of this. And really, that's it. I mean, I'll say this: we have
for Random also to get some kind of fresh air. No, I hear you coughing a lot, brother. I worry. Yeah.
But look, there's this thing called a CPAP machine. I told my wife. I've told several nurses and doctors.
So funny.
This is on the Christmas wish list, right? Like just.
I told several nurses and doctors today at work that I was coughing, and I tell them, I said, look, if you hear silence, I've muted. I have a cold. Don't mind me. And then I follow up with, I truly believe that my CPAP machine is trying to take me out.
Yeah, you blame it on sinuses.
Why do you
sound
think
just
that,
like
Randall?
my husband.
My CPAP
Why do you think that?
is trying to take me out.
You blame it on sinuses.
Hold on, because there is a reason. There was a very good question asked, and there's a very good and dumb reason why I say that. The number one is I got put on a CPAP machine about 16 years ago. That's got 90% to do with the 21. So about 16 years ago, I got put on a CPAP machine. I have not been back to the doctor since. I've not been back to the doctor since. So let me say this: I'm on my 4th CPAP machine. Don't ask me how; it's none of your business. Anyway,
listen to me.
Hold on. So I do have a worse habit than the little cylinder things that come in packed in 20. I have a worse habit. You know what that worst habit is? The worst habit is that I do not clean my CPAP machine and probably haven't cleaned it.
Randall.
Hey, that's honest. That's honest right there, though. You know, like that.
Okay, are you using distilled water? Do I already know the answer to this? Are you using distilled water?
I use whatever water may evaporate and make it into the tank.
Oh, Randall.
Oh, Randall.
You know the shit that you are blowing into your lungs, bro?
I know.
Worse than Montego's.
I know.
What are Montegos?
Y'all are hard-headed.
It's a man thing, I think.
I have a suggestion. If you listen, I'm old. You know, I've got some stuff here.
Machine out?
No. I'm not much on the germ thing, so that don't bother me. Mainly, get you some onions and cut them up. You know, chop them up in a chopper or whatever, and put about maybe 2 onions or maybe 1 in each bag, and tie them up in a Dollar General bag on your feet at night, and just sleep with them on your feet at night.
And get your butt out there and get you some mullein and start smoking that.
And some mullein. I'll send you some mullein drops.
Wait,
for real.
mullein?
Your lungs will clear up. I'm telling you, with that onions, they'll be into the coughing. You'll be like, I just quit coughing. I don't know. It's the onion.
Putting them on your
And you put it on your socks?
You put it on the bottom of your
you
feet.
put them in a
Take
Dollar
slice
General
of onion
bag,
put it on the bottom.
and then put on a big pair of socks that holds it on there, or wrap, ace bandage, whatever. Not tight, but just on the bottom.
So there's no direct contact.
Winstead, my husband, Michael Winstead, he's doing that tonight.
Now listen, don't be shocked. Now listen, because he's not giving you the disclaimer. You're gonna taste it, baby.
Oh hell!
You will taste
You will
onions
taste
the
it
next
in your
morning.
mouth. If you
I'm
rub
sorry.
garlic on your feet, you will taste garlic in your mouth.
I mean,
If you
but-
rub
but-
onion on your
But you won't be coughing.
you will taste onion in your breath.
Oh,
Because your feet are the
I have one more suggestion. One more before you go to bed. Get the small shop vac, not the big one, but the small red one, and cup the end of the hose and stick it up to your nostrils, and have somebody standing by. Maybe if they see your eyes roll back, pull the plug. But it'll clear those sinuses right out. You know? I did that to my grandchild. Her nose is all stopped up. She said, Papa, my nose is all stopped up.
I want to talk
I said, come here, honey. Got her over in a headlock. Small shop vac, cupped the end with my hand so I could control the volume. Right before her eyes rolled back, I pulled it back, and she goes, I said, that's better, ain't it?
Listen.
That's better. It's like, I guess.
But hey,
Have any of y'all ever seen the hospital suction machines? You know, they suction.
Very similar.
Okay, so
Very similar.
we have one. My son has one because he has a trach, right? But I've got nieces and nephews and my grandson, and they'll come to my house with a snotty nose, and I'll just take that suction tube and just stick it up through the nostril.
And then put
And they
it
think it's
for your son.
hilarious.
It's just like, does your son know about this? Is your son just like,
Yeah, he
I don't know what
watches.
it
He's
is.
like, well, because
Okay.
he doesn't understand nose, because he's always had, as long as he's remembered, he's had a trach, so his nose is in his throat, so he doesn't understand why I'm messing with other people's noses.
I mean,
Yeah.
just
He's
like
like, well, they got
watching
snot
you,
there.
watching
Look,
you
I
suck
got
it
an
up.
idea.
That's for his stuff, not everybody else.
This may sound crazy, y'all. I need to tell you this. This may sound crazy. My wife thought it was crazy. But I said, honey, think about it. I mean, I'm at the age, I probably need a colonoscopy. Well, they had this thing on TMU that's a camera on a little device thing that you can run into, different
Please
things
tell me
and
you
look
don't
at
stick
it.
a Timu camera
Oh,
up your
Well,
boob.
it's like 6 foot long. So, I mean, maybe she can get a look at least the first 6 feet.
You got lead poisoning in your
don't do
booty.
It's
bro.
not that
You got lead
crazy.
poisoning in
I
your
don't
booty.
have
Okay.
insurance.
Hold on. I know, but let me tell you something.
Then just
I
don't
don't
get
have
the
insurance.
colonoscopy.
Hold on. Colonoscopy, that's okay. So if you get one, I collect for your insurance, right? But a colonoscopy, they use a camera. So
Well, that's what this is. It's a camera like you
Yes,
stick in an
please.
engine block. You could
Oh,
clean it
Yes,
and
please.
everything. I mean, it's
Oh,
new.
wait.
no.
I would hope so.
Hey,
It goes
I
I'm
had
talking about a
colonoscopy
used one
last
here.
week.
This is like a one-time use. This
How
isn't
much are
something
the
I'm going
used
to use
ones?
later on the
How much are
car.
the used ones?
Oh,
In this
God.
in
Hey,
this
They're
time.
I
very
had a
cheap. They're like
colonoscopy
20
last
bucks.
week. You
I
were
mean, a
That's right.
asleep.
colonoscopy's
Miss
into
Patty
the
just had one.
thousands.
I just had one. You're asleep. You don't even know what's going on.
Right? Like,
It only
I
takes
woke
about
up.
20
Miss
minutes.
Patty, did you toot?
But insurance is really expensive.
Yes.
They're like
we were
$6,000.
I don't have insurance, see? I mean, it's
Yeah,
just
I
more
bill it every
economical
day.
all the way
And
around.
it depends if they go from the top or the bottom. If they do both, then it's like $13,000.
Well, as long as they go in the top first, you
Oh,
don't want to
No.
go in the bottom and then try to,
What are you gonna
as long
do?
as they're
You're
different.
gonna send.
Hold
Wait,
on.
hold
I
on.
got questions.
you need to get the
Hold on.
order right.
Hold
I
on,
mean,
hold on. You're gonna send your doctor and say, "Hey, I bought this off-brand camera. Here's my results."
No, I want my, yes, that's exactly
or what are you
right.
trying to
Look,
haggle? You're just like, look, doc,
I don't-
I'm going to give
it
you
ought to be- look.
my machine,
Oh, my
and I will
Lord.
just pay you for labor. Just
if you see something on the scope that doesn't look like maybe an intestine you would stuff
What do you look
sausage
at?
in,
What do you think
then
you're
maybe
looking
you
for?
would say, baby, I saw something. You might need to go take a look.
Hold on. What do you think you're looking
Okay.
for, bro? What do you
Anything.
Polyps in the
Anything
colon,
I don't
when you have a colonoscopy. If you see a corn kernel
Hold
up in
on,
there,
hold on.
something
Amanda,
stuck.
Yeah, what are you
maybe
gonna do
could-
then? Stick your pocket knife up in there?
Hold on. What
Yeah,
about an
maybe a good
enema? though?
rinsing might be involved after that. I don't know.
Have you guys ever
Listen,
got like
Amanda
an
brought-
enema? Like, isn't that like the
That's what
best
I'm
thing
saying.
to do?
Maybe you need a good rinsing, a good cleansing, like
That's
a
not the
a
same
dog's
thing.
colon. You gotta
Talk.
rake the sides on a dog. If you take him to the vet, he rakes that out of the.
Because
Give me that
you
chalk.
don't
You know
want
what
to
I'm
have
talking about.
colon cancer and them not
Chaplain
know
knows what I'm
size.
talking about. You know what I mean?
Listen,
I mean, you're painting a very
Hold on.
like vivid
Listen,
picture
you
for
can't make
me.
this up. There's a guy named Brown that just joined.
There is a prep that they give
Perfect-
you before you
perfect
do the
username for this.
colonoscopy, guys.
Y'all, Random's trying to
Brown, I don't know
speak and
who
nobody
you
can
are.
hear him.
Amanda said something. I have questions. When they come from both ends, do they just go until they meet in the middle?
Yeah, because your colon is like you have a pocket like that they go in, right? And I could probably show y'all scans to where they go in, and so it's like in there. So, but your esophagus is going to show one thing, and then you have a tube from your anal all the way up to your stomach, right? So they do meet in the same place, but there's two different tubes they go through.
So wait, it snakes through your intestines?
Yes,
Do you just feel like
okay,
a
so
rotisserie
hold on.
chicken? Just like
if they go so if they go through your throat, right, the tube goes all the way down, your esophagus to your stomach. If they go through your booty tootie, then there's a it's a tube that goes, like a tunnel kind of goes into your stomach, and so they're looking for polyps and all that.
Polyps, yes,
Yes,
polyps.
but we'll
to
have
the
to have
stomach.
this discussion, Todd. I'll DM you because I thought that you got Medicare and all that.
No, I'm stuck in a stupid age bracket. I'm 62. She said you can apply when you're 63 and a half.
That's right. You
Hang
got your
in there, Mr.
disability, but
Justice.
that's right. You got disability, but you didn't get your insurance. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Well, it knocked me off Obamacare. Was great. I mean, I will not gripe about the Obamacare. 27 bucks a month, no copay. I just
So
walked
you don't
in.
qualify for state insurance with being on
No, he don't
disability?
qualify until
No.
he's 65.
I'm stuck. She said you can apply at 64 and a half, 63, whatever it was,
He
6
doesn't
months in
qualify for
advance.
Medicaid, Amanda?
No, because his
No.
disability, he make too
Yeah.
much money.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So I can be really
So
poor
his
and have
his check,
insurance, or just
right,
regular poor without it.
right. His
Yeah.
check
That,
each
well,
month.
I'm trying
no,
to
he's right
last
because that's
another
what
year
I
and a half,
chose.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he gets
Hang in there,
a check.
Shotty. You can make it.
We're praying for
He
you, buddy.
gets a check each month, but it could be $3 over Medicaid, and they're not going to help him. And
Yeah.
no, so he can pay for insurance, but it's going to cost. How old are you now, Todd?
I'm 62.
So you got three, a couple more
Good
years, because
minute.
they start doing it when they turn like 64 and a half.
Yeah. Yep. That's what they said.
Yep.
How
But I
many
get
enemas?
calls every
I
day.
got you, Todd, though, because
I get calls every
I chose
day.
the other route. I chose to be broke and we have my son's Social
Not
Security disability check
right.
coming in,
Hmm.
but I
Right. Well,
chose to do
you're
that.
different.
And
You're younger.
well,
But
Yeah.
she don't. I bet you don't have insurance, do you, Priscilla?
I actually have Medicaid because Elijah has Medicaid
Because of him. That's good.
because of
Oh,
him.
you're single. I forgot.
Yeah, I'm single.
Right. I forgot about that.
And I
That's
don't
good though.
work.
You're a single mom. You deserve that. Yeah, you should get it. But yeah, like my husband, he don't have insurance. Well, I take that back. He just started a job, and actually he'll have Blue Cross in like 90 days. But like my son, he qualified for CHIPS. He's 15, but like my 20-year-old, I pay like almost $600 a month just for me and him, and he has epilepsy, so he has to have insurance. But yeah, insurance is so
Oh
stupid.
my Lord! So AI said that we're having a lively discussion about colonoscopy and health insurance. Share your opinion.
Sounds reasonable to me.
I love those AI summaries. Where I'm just like,
That's a pretty good summary.
those AI summaries are handy. It takes you through like a journey of where your life went. It's just like, wow, I went through it.
Just for everybody's information, I had 3 polyps removed. Okay.
Oh,
So
hallelujah! Get those out.
I know
It's
that
very
I
serious.
knew that would brighten y'all's day.
It is. It does. Hey,
How
man,
do they
that's a
remove
fair
them?
answer.
Like that's a surgery, right? Like they can't do that. When
They
they're-
have they have a device, and they just snipped them when they were in there.
Oh, really?
Right.
Oh, wow. So you just wake up and they're just like, "Yep, we found 3, Patty." And you're just
That's
like,
it.
Yeah,
She
that's
just
exactly what happened.
That's
Kat.
it.
That's exactly what happened.
you're on your side, and they go in from the back end, and toot, toot.
Mm-hmm.
They ask you what you eat. What is your life? So they asked me anyway. Well, what have you ate most of your life? And I told him I worked out of town. I've ate processed foods my entire life. Did you have a family history of polyps? Yes, my grandmother had them. My mom's had some. Okay. So he went in, whatever they did, got through, and he come up to me and he said, "You know what, Mr. Justice? You may have the cleanest colon I have ever seen."
Oh, wow.
I fully expected to see polyps, especially the family history, and then you tell me you've ate at a Quip Mart for 20 years. Yes, Stewart sandwiches, sardines out of a whatever.
this is when you go to those companies
because
and be
those
like, "Look,
sardines
man,
cleaned you out."
I will be your
don't know.
spokesman." Just like I've eaten sardines my entire life, and my doctor says I have the cleanest colon. Thank you,
Yeah,
sardine.
that's a sardine thing.
Only
how
ate
you
them
pay.
once.
Okay. We don't need to
I'm
tell
like
them that.
pizzas at night at 10 o'clock, shoving in pizzas. You
But
know, we
I'm
didn't have
like you,
time.
just processed foods and maybe some vegetables every now and then, right? But yeah, like so.
Oh, Waffle House. Waffle House. I've ate at more Waffle Houses than I've ate at home. So
Right.
there's no question about that.
So that's an Alabama thing. That is mainly an Alabama thing. You go out party, meet up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning at the Waffle House.
It's breakfast and supper.
So basically,
for us.
your colon is seasoned like a cast iron skillet.
Y'all, I got a joke.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I attribute it to the
don't
Lord.
know if
Thank
it's
you.
permitted, but I'm going to say it anyway. My dad worked for the Heavy Equipment Operators Union out of Birmingham, and they would send him from state to state to do stuff. Okay. Now this is kind of risque, but I'm gonna say it anyway because y'all remind me of my dad talking about sardines. Okay, my dad would say that if he got to missing my mom, he would open a can of sardines and self-please. Okay.
Miss Patty, no way.
Oh my goodness.
Miss
Oh my
Patty.
lord!
That's what my
I'm
dad
clutching
used
my
to
pearls
say.
over here.
Oh, I
That's
wish I could
crossing
meet
the
you.
line, even for me.
Well, was this before
wow.
lotion?
Y'all put
Like
my
lotion
dad
was
in my
like
mind. My dad's been gone 6 years, and y'all just put him in my mind.
hopefully that's a happy
And
Look,
your
we're
memory.
mom,
gonna tell
apparently.
edgy. We're gonna tell edgy stories. I've got one about my mom, if
Oh
you'd like to hear it.
no, no.
I guess
he
we
starts telling
you,
about his
you already
mom, he's
teased us
actually
with
talking
it.
about
Lay it on us.
no,
Host said no
no, sir.
I mean,
because
but
he's heard it.
I just barely got it out of my mind. No.
I mean, like that's the thing. As a child, finding that out from like our father, just like when I miss your mom, this is what I have to do. And then you come home and you're just like thinking about all the times that you just saw empty or open cans of sardines. And you're just like, I thought Dad just had like this problem with just like eating sardines.
I'll
But
think of
turns
that
out
every time
He
now.
just loves my mother a lot, maybe too much at this point. But that was
So
not expected,
I will
Patty. Like,
I
thank
will
you for
say
that
this.
share. I will tell you that.
I will say this. Listen, y'all. I will say this. Todd is wanting to tell you about the '70s Bush. No, we're not
Hair
here.
pie?
We're not. No,
It was
no.
from my mom, brother. She's
I know.
75 at that point. It's not like it's a weird story.
It's not,
I'm sorry, Random. I'm sorry.
Although she would look down and go, son, you better not tell that.
Yeah,
But she
yeah.
knows me,
Now
so she
that
knows I will. So that doesn't
and
work.
Patty's dad is looking on her saying, "That is not why." It was because I thought it was. Never mind.
don't do me like that, girl.
All right, let me go ahead and
Patty.
finish. It smelled the same, so I didn't know the difference.
What?
Just never mind.
Mine's nothing compared to that.
Charlie, never mind.
Nothing.
It
Just
smells
So-
the same.
bless your
But you-
heart. No, just don't. Just don't. It's all right.
Earmuffs?
Just don't.
Earmuffs? This is when you guys just tell me, just like earmuffs, Chaplain.
You don't want to know. You don't. You don't
Earmuffs
want to
brings
know
the
anymore.
whole. You don't want to go there. You don't want to bring in no earmuffs, bro. Listen,
Yeah,
all
that was
I'm
a
gonna
bad
say-
choice of words.
Yeah, that was a very bad choice of words on this topic. No. How would you
You
bring?
got random
philosophy-
stuttering, Patty.
Well, it
I'm
doesn't
stunned
sound
myself,
too
I'll
good
be
for my
honest.
mom, if you guys know what I mean. It doesn't
completely
sound too
stunned.
good, but my dad, he was a wild character. So,
I'd say,
yeah.
to say the least, yeah. I mean, did his friends know?
We're so going to pay for this conversation.
I'm the more interested in what the next AI summary for randoms is going to be. Just like, it has now moved into a conversation.
I'll do one about that story I want to tell. How about that?
No, you won't.
Why?
No.
Why?
Don't
Why?
include me.
It's not worse than Patty's. Let's just be real.
Well, it's not a pissing contest, Justin.
No.
No, mine's less. Yes.
Patty, the actions are different, but the conversation in yours was holy. No, was not holy.
Was not holy or which? No, I'm just kidding. I mean,
I won't tell it out of
Chat
respect
messed
for
up.
random.
it just makes me think of just like my parents alive, and I don't know, like the thing that I worry about is like if my mother is the one that goes first, I wonder just like how my father's life would transition, and then if my mother was the one who outlasted him, I can also kind of see how that would go. But when I hear just kind of like Patty just sharing just like her experience about when like her father was at this point where he was the one that outlasted her, and like whatever it is that brings back just like that love for, I guess, like a husband like that. I can appreciate that. And I can also, as a comedian, just go into like different routes and stuff like that. But, we were talking about bushes. Maybe this is a nice transition into like Moses, Exodus or something like that. But
No, it's not help. No, it's not. No, my God, no.
just like random. Don't be so like shy, man. You called me the child because I went to a Droid. Just like I went to a Droid. I went to Samsung and Kia because like I was like, you know what?
All right,
I think
okay, all right. Y'all want to ask for it? Go ahead, Ty. Tell him because chat deserves the image. Go ahead.
paint it for me. Do a Bob Ross for me.
Guess where I am.
This
I'm
picture will never leave your mind. So just say he warned you. Okay.
Yeah, the disclaimer just makes me want to hear it more.
Okay, it's not really that bad anyway. You have to, I guess, know my mom also. But anyway, she told me one day. She said, I had to go to the doctor last week. And I had to have something looked at down there. Yeah. She said, and I was in there, and there's this young nurse in there and all. Yeah. And she said, I told her, I said, I know you young girls keep that trimmed up and all, but I'm going to tell you right now, mine looks like a nest of granddaddy long legs.
Oh my God.
I guess you got to know what a granddaddy long leg looks like. I'm not sure.
I mean, I can imagine. At least she didn't say just like, are you familiar with Rapunzel and the fable of Rapunzel?
No. He's not telling you all of it. Go ahead and tell about the conversation between your mom and your grandma now after that.
Oh, that's a different one. I thought that's the.
I heard them back to back.
Okay, well now this one's is a little bit rougher. But anyway, it's my mom.
That was pretty tame.
It's my mom. This is my mom. Now she's like in her 70s, and this is my grandmother, my mom's mom. She's right at 100, and there's my Aunt Shirley, mom's sister. They're in the front seat. I'm in the back. We're riding to Chattanooga to see Lookout Mountain, whatever it was. And I'm in the back, and they're up there henning like hens do, back and forth, talking about the old days and all that. And anyway, somehow they got on the subject of men's junk. And Shirley said, well, Tom's, hey, he was fairly well endowed and all this. And Mom said, well, y'all all know Bubba, this and that. And I'm back there going, good grief. And Granny said, he's 100 now. She said, well, before I met your daddy, I dated this fella named Harold. His didn't favor much, but it had a nice outcome to it.
Lord.
This is from 100-year-old. I about fell out of the back seat back there.
You could just do it right below the eyes.
I mean, I'm in the back seat trapped with all this.
Just like,
It wasn't no Hemi, but it had 4
did you do the drum line for her? Just like,
oh my God, Priscilla. What no Hemi?
Why are you getting on me? Listen, y'all. I work on the pipeline. This ain't nothing. I'm behaving.
Harold had a good outcome. That's a joke right there.
Hey,
just like
look.
That's what I would have popped up right
too.
then, Todd, and been like, "Grandma wins in the."
I mean, she did. She just as serious as she could be,
And that's where I started thinking about that parable, which comes first, the chicken or the egg? And I was like, neither. The rooster comes first, right?
Four-wheel drive. They're always in that mud, right?
Hey, sometimes the truth is funny.
No, what am I gonna do with y'all?
Just love us.
We got one.
I'd kick us all off the panel probably.
We got one talking about Daddy Longlegs. We got another one talking about Talk about.
He can't even say it.
Talk about what? Talk about what?
I'm gonna
Talk
pee
about what, Mike?
Got another one. Talk about this.
If our hearts do not
You know
condemn
what?
us, we can speak boldly.
You know what just popped in? You know what just popped into my mind?
No, we don't.
Grandma wasn't so innocent when she got married.
Now that's funny. I didn't go there, but that's right.
Well,
Gee.
I done the math on. No judgment, Todd, but I done the math on your age and your mama's age. So your family sounds like my family.
I don't know about that.
We all enjoyed each other before we got old. Put it that way. You know, we were like all kids together. I had my kids young. I was glad I could play ball and stuff with them.
Right.
Yeah.
No. Can you imagine the conversation that Priscilla was working on the pipeline the next day? Saying, man, I rutted some mud holes up in that the other night.
Now, is that from Priscilla's mind or really your mind using Priscilla?
There's pretty much, there's not much I've not heard. I can guarantee you don't ever date a welder without them getting tested. I'll tell you that.
Test her mentally?
That too. That too.
Is this a Christian forum or is this a nut house?
It's a nut house.
Is that like multiple choice?
Yeah, I mean, true false? Is that a true false or a multiple choice question?
Ted, you better be glad you're here. You need to calm us down because we are out of hand.
Yeah.
Okay,
Probably
I got
good
one
to
more.
meet you.
I got one more, and then we'll shut this down.
The last one's always the one that makes you go, oh no.
All right. Why do ladies of the evening cut their strings off of their tampons? To keep the crabs from bungee jumping. To keep the crabs from to keep the crabs from bungee jumping.
Oh my Lord.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
to some, that's dinner and a show. You know, like.
Might have to block Patty. Jeez.
What were you expecting? Lobster?
Yeah, I was a hairdresser for 35 years. I heard this from women.
Yeah. I've realized that, like, women, like, especially, like, in an office or any kind of, like, group situation where there aren't, like, men, like, eavesdropping, can get very, like...
All right. So
Yeah.
detailed.
So we got three sisters up here. I want to hear the truth. It was told to me one time, and I've never been in a woman's bathroom, but it was told to me one time that a woman's bathroom never, ever surpasses the nastiness of a man's bathroom. Is that true?
My bathroom is always spotless.
As a janitor and the son of a janitor, I will tell you, that is subjective.
But to answer your question, Random, as a female, women are nasty. Women are nasty.
Priscilla,
They
for
are,
yourself. I am holy than thou.
I'm just okay. You ain't nasty, but women in general, you got
I'm
to
perfect.
listen.
I
You
didn't
got
think like
you
my
done
mother
been, you done been to Sally's house or Susan's house and know what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about. Women are
Tell her
nasty.
who you are in Christ, sister. You tell her.
I tell y'all, the cleanest bathrooms I've ever went to is Love's Truck Stops. Okay,
Patty,
I
you're
mean,
supposed to be our
honestly.
elder.
Walmart.
Yeah.
Love's Truck
Wait a
Stops
minute.
are the cleanest.
What are you
They're the
doing at a Love
cleanest.
truck stop?
My son's a
Patty. Oh,
My
what's them things
son.
called? My daddy was a truck driver. He used to call the ladies
Lot lizards.
Yeah.
Yes, I know, but my son. Y'all, okay, I got another story.
No.
I went with my son on a weekend trip. He took me from Alabama to Louisiana, okay? And this is no lie. We pulled over and stopped at this truck stop to get some sleep, right? So he got back there in the bed, and he showed me how to lay the front seat back so I could lay back in the front seat. Well, like 2:00 in the morning, I needed to go to the bathroom, right? And I was scared to get out and walk across the parking lot because, lot lizards went through my mind and I didn't want no men yelling at me, right? So I got my son's garbage can. It was lined with a Walmart bag and I used the bathroom in it, okay? So when we got up the next morning, I told him, I said, you may want to, clean this out. Girl, he threw the whole garbage can away. He said, don't ever do that again. I said, well, I didn't want to wake you up to walk me over to the bathroom. So that is what women do when they do not want to be in the middle of a bunch of lot lizards. Okay? There you go.
Hold on. So that term lot lizard is for like the male like truck drivers catcalling?
No, it's females.
Lot lizards.
You could have got a quick 20.
Females. That's what they call the females.
Okay.
The females that are jumping. The females that are going.
I just walk by saying you can't afford it and going into the bathroom.
The females that are going. Listen, I'm telling you, lot lizard is a female going from cab to cab. They get out of one cab, jump in the next one next to it.
Yeah.
Get out of that one, and they work their way back to the beginning.
So, like, even going to the bathroom and then, like, coming back could be, like risk, like, somebody.
Some people don't want to wait. Some people don't want to wait.
I mean, like, that's the thing, though. Like Patty, I would ask, like, when your son found out, just, like you, like, saved him, like, having to wake up and take you over there. And he's just, like, acting so dramatically when you gave birth to this kid. He's just like, I don't even want this around me, Mom. And it's like, okay, well, next time I'm going to wake you up and you're going to walk me over there and stuff like that.
I would much
And all I did, it was a number one, okay? I didn't, it was a number one. So, but he did not want the dang garbage can no more.
It would have stayed right there next to the car in the parking lot and I would have left.
Next time, just don't tell him. Just like, yeah, I'll just pee in it next time and just throw it out the window, right? Like, I hope you at least like emptied it like after that and then like
tie the bag up. What was you gonna do? Tie the bag up so it didn't leak out?
No,
I would have taken the bag out that probably already had the trash that it was like already like holding in it, and then went number one, and then opened the door and just like threw it out, and then closed the door, and then put that back.
I mean, that's why women buy Route 44. That's why you buy the Route 44 drink at the Sonic.
I didn't know if I'd have to go again.
I've had to do a lot of late night urination kind of missions, like going on road trips as a family. So
the men can get a gallon jug. That's different. Men can get a gallon jug. Although my mom said she could do it in a Mountain Dew bottle and never get any on the rim.
Wow.
That's the thing where you just got to line it up right.
That sounds a little Korean to me.
We were bad, Priscilla. These boys. I mean, say boys, but
I thought I was bad until I met the women in Thailand.
Miss Patty takes the cake.
Mountain Dew can. That sounds like some Korean tricks or something. I don't know.
I mean, that's the thing. I don't know if that was a Korean trick, but my father would hand me like a soda can, and he's like, I'd be like, and then we'd hit a bump, and I'd be like, so I don't even trust kids anymore. Bottles, like a Gatorade bottle was a game changer for me. It's just like, oh man, where were you my entire life? And
it was a little looser fit than the Mountain Dew bottle, wasn't it?
Oh, I mean, dude, I was a little boy, man. It was just like
I still have trouble.
It was like taking a golf.
Only Priscilla caught that. He was the one that said it.
I have trouble with the Gatorade bottle. Depends on my mood.
I'll tell you. It's like Todd has a lot of lemon lime Gatorade that isn't in lemon lime bottles.
I'm just saying, if you've never had to go to the bathroom in a Walmart sack that was inside a 5-gallon bucket, then you've never gone coon hunting.
I didn't just Why go in the sack
Hey, I
and not
got a
the
cousin,
bucket?
listen.
Like that's where I'm like lost
Listen.
on.
Nobody's
Yeah.
using voice changers. Jesus Christ, Lord, like nobody's using voice changers. This is my voice.
It's all
My husband right
natural.
here.
Do
There
we need to
you
do that like
go.
masking?
You're
Just like
trying to
when I
figure it
was
out.
15 years old, I went to the bathroom.
But I'd
Trying to
like to
figure
know
it out.
how if you could
But
teach
you know the funny
That'd be fun.
hey, you know the funny thing about that is I know who that is. And you can go just like you kicked me out of your live, you can go too.
Who is it?
Well,
We want to know
I
too.
was gonna ask you before I started blocking if they got any uglier, but yeah,
What
I
are
know
we?
who that is.
What are we talking about?
the comment, like you asked us not to block anything unless it just get too crazy and
Yeah.
use discernment, but
Well, he got blocked because I know who he is.
okay.
Can't get
Somebody's
any crazier than the conversation.
He thinks he's slick.
no. Look, it's more of a reflection on like the commenters than it is them like trying to tell us what we're reflecting. Just know that. Like, but
Well, yeah, we can go a little too far though. I mean, the mud hole, the 4-wheel drive and mud holes just sealed it for me. I was done.
Well, I didn't say the mud hole part.
Yeah, but I knew exactly what you meant though.
the 4-wheel driving mud holes, is that what?
I love
Yeah.
4-wheel drive mud hole.
She said it wasn't a hit. She said
Not
it wasn't
all
a
wheel?
hit, but it got.
What about
She
2-wheel?
said-
Rear wheel?
Yeah, she said, Dad, she said it wasn't a Hemi, but it's got 4-wheel drive. I mean, it's not gonna be really quick, but he's gonna tear the mud holes in it.
That's what Todd's
love it.
grandma said.
I was
It's a
going to
little-
tell y'all earlier.
Even if it's a
when
little
Paul was
two-stroke.
rapping- Well, when Paul was rapping earlier, my husband, he does competition, like stereo competitions. And like we have 12s in my vehicle and stuff, and y'all playing those. I was like, yeah, I can't wait to bring him in because he does the boom boom, all the
Oh,
music.
really? So how much air pressure has he measured his air pressure? What he's pushing out on the bass yet?
No, Michael, what's air pressure? He can tell you. I don't know.
Ask him if he's measured it.
Is that how they
Okay.
like
Hold on.
judge it? I thought
Hold
it was
on,
all
Chad.
like decibel, like what the.
No, well,
It's usually
yeah,
decibels.
right, but you can measure the air pressure that's being pushed. Has he measured that yet?
132.
132. I bet you
PSI?
riding that. Hold on, I bet you riding that.
167.
I bet you riding that a lot, don't you? You sit in there a lot.
Well, he just put him back in. He did a little when I first met him, he had the national title of stereo competition, but when children came but then he did a little competition like a year ago and he won, but we just put the speakers back in because my son has football practice and all the gear, my Jeep,
Right.
I ain't got room for it.
Ask him if he's ever heard of ground pounders from Alabama.
He's
Who?
outside of me asking.
Drown what?
It's
Drown?
a ground pounders. It's a lowrider club.
That does like
It's a lowrider vehicle club, bro.
that does like systems and stuff like that, and like hydraulics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Y'all, my
No.
son got in trouble. He bought a sound system for his big truck.
vehicle.
Yes, his big truck. His I don't know what his diesel.
Okay.
He drove into the plant with it blaring. His boss made him take it out, and he put it in his pickup truck. I mean, it was bad, y'all. He had a 4,000 amp,
1,000-watt amp.
4,000 watt amp in it, and I mean, you could hear it for like a mile away. It was loud, boom, boom.
And the boss took it for himself, or just told him
No,
you
put it in
he
a company truck.
told my son to take it out of the truck.
Oh, he put it
and
in
so,
the
so
company
he
truck.
put it in his pickup truck. Yeah.
Oh,
All right. So
All them kids growing up with that stuff are gonna be deaf.
no, I didn't turn out deaf. I didn't turn out deaf at all.
are you sure? Because there's a lot that we.
What?
I'm just kidding.
What?
Yeah. I would test that. But
So I was in Columbus, Mississippi. And it was, I don't know, 10, 11, 12 years ago. And I was at a red light.
I bet if you did a hearing test, though, your low frequencies would be very low.
Just either way. Just to let you guys know, we've outlawed the Ice Cream Man from playing like the jingle, just like whatever. I don't know if you guys know the Ice Cream Man's jingle, just like dun, dun, dun. Like that is a noise violation.
Leave the Ice Cream Man alone, bro.
Like that's the thing where I was like, geez, Aurora is getting very like tight.
So
Aurora, Colorado.
Yeah.
That's where I grew up.
Really?
Yeah, I went to Hinckley.
Oh, really? I went to Smoky, brother. Like we were just. I went to. I skated.
High school enemy. You were a high school enemy.
High school enemies. I didn't play sports, so like I didn't have like rivals. But
yeah, but the high school was against the high school. Listen, y'all. I was in Columbus, Mississippi, and I was at a red light, and a guy in a Caprice pulled up next to me, and he had the radio going, and he didn't have it really loud. And I told him, I said, man, you ain't got no bass in that. And he said, what? And he smiled. I said, you ain't got no bass in that car. Man, that won't do nothing. He said, don't leave when this light turns green. And I said, all right, you do what you got to do, but you ain't got no bass. He rolled the windows up on all 4 windows up on that Caprice. And he turned it up, and you could see him just cringing his neck. He was turning it up. And do you know who blew every side glass and the back glass out of that car? Just to prove he had bass.
And then did you drive off just like, moron?
No. I said, I guess you got bass.
I guess you got bass, but no more windows.
He laughed. He was laughing. And I was like, all right. He said it's not the first time he's done it.
It's not the first. It's just like, I'm just sick of you guys just testing me type thing where.
Obviously, I mean, he had to know. He had to know it would do it.
Did you feel bad? Did you feel bad when he went? You did.
Well, why would I feel bad? He was the one that done
it. Okay, well, whether you felt bad or not then, if you don't feel bad now, that's
pride before the fall.
I wasn't prideful. I was just impressed.
Impressed like what? That he
not oppressed, was impressed.
I know. I didn't say oppressed. Are you sure you don't have kind of maybe some hearing? I'm just kidding.
I might a little bit.
I mean, that's the thing. Like when I got my car, like I was into that whole thing. Like I wanted bass, just like, and it's just like a massage chair almost. It's like, and I sit in it. Like now, I even have cars like pull up next to me who just are rattling, and I'm just like, yeah, I remember when I was a child, I listened to music like a child. But now I'm all about that treble, But it's just like, it's just all idolatry at this point to me that doesn't really like make any of us like fruitful. Like, but like we've all done something like that. Like we all had like some kind of like passion.
Post it in the chat, Phoenix. We'll read it.
Oh, yeah.
So, Amanda, did you see the video with you had 3 legs?
No. Am I tripod again? They used to call me tripod in high school.
Are you sure that's a leg? Oh, it's on Amanda. I'm sorry. It was...
No. I went back and looked at it when somebody noticed it. I posted another one, so it's really good. It's like a little cliffhanger. Y'all gotta look.
So, Phoenix, what is your question about this verse? For my flesh is meat indeed, and my blood is drink indeed. What is your question about this?
I think I actually went over this.
So you already have a teaching on it?
You need to invite him up so he can explain himself.
I agree. When you come in the box, we can talk further. Come up in the box, Phoenix. Come up in the box.
Oh, I know where he's going with this.
Right. Okay. Well, come back when you can.
Why would Jesus say, "My body is meat indeed"?
Yeah, we're not going to answer him until he comes in the box.
Some of them are caught up in Jesus being what he's representing is actually his blood and his body, and that's not what he's saying.
Maybe you need to go read the context. Phoenix.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. In 52, it says, "Then the Jews began to argue with one another, saying, 'How can this man give us his flesh to eat?' So Jesus said to him, 'Truly, truly, I say to you, unless you eat the flesh of the Son of Man and drink his blood, you have no life in yourselves. He who eats my flesh and drinks my blood has eternal life, and I will raise him up on the last day. For my flesh is true food, and my blood is true drink. He who eats my flesh and drinks my blood abides in me, and I in him. As the living Father sent me, and I live because of the Father, so he who eats me, he also will live because of me. This is the bread which came down out of heaven, not as the fathers ate and died. He who eats this bread will live forever." Right? So these things he said in the synagogue as he taught in Capernaum. And even the disciples, when they heard this, said, "This is a difficult statement. Who can listen to it?" But Jesus, conscious that his disciples grumbled at this, said to them, "Does this cause you to stumble? What then if you see the Son of Man ascending to where he was before? It is the Spirit who gives life. The flesh profits nothing. The words that I have spoken to you are spirit and are life. But there are some of you who do not believe." For Jesus knew from the beginning who they were who did not believe and who it was that would betray him. And he was saying, "For this reason, I have said to you that no one can come to me unless it has been granted him from the Father." As a result of this, many of his disciples withdrew and were not walking with him anymore. So Jesus said to the 12, "You do not want to go away also, do you?" Simon Peter answered him, "Lord, to whom shall we go? You have words of eternal life. We have believed and have come to know that you are the Holy One of God." Jesus answered them, "Did I myself not choose you, the 12, and yet one of you is a devil?" Now he meant Judas, the son of Simon Iscariot, for he, one of the 12, was going to betray them. They were actually both. So thank you for, glory to God for just allowing us to just
Amen.
get through the day. But
Amen.
Yeah, I mean,
so y'all remember the covenant that we're under, the teaching of the marriage, right? You remember the bride to be. The bride offered the bridegroom offers the bride
a dowry. Or yeah, that is the like the consummation type thing, right? When they like drink from the same cup.
Consummation is the accepted.
Oh, okay.
The acceptance of the covenant. So when you accept his blood that he spilled for you, that poured out on the cross for your sins, when you accept that what he did in the flesh for you, you are now in a covenant with him. That's an everlasting covenant. And he will save you. This is a covenant. You will be his bride, and he will be your bridegroom. And when he comes back to you, he will take you, just like us. So I find it interesting that that's your favorite verse. So I'm going to assume that you're not a believer in Jesus Christ on the cross.
Well, why would you make that assumption like right away?
Well, right, because this is what we deal with. So that's why I said assume. We know what assume does.
He just used a lot of metaphors, to get people to think. And it wasn't like a literal. A lot of people think it's a literal eating of his flesh and his blood, and it's not what it means. The same way when we take communion, it's a representation, as a reminder of what he did for us at the cross, not a physical, okay, I'm eating his flesh and I'm drinking of his blood. It's not what it's for.
Like a programming that people think like, oh my gosh, we're like vampires.
Jesus spoke like that many times because it gets people to think outside of their own carnal mind.
Right.
He's like, you got to think with a spiritual mind, not a carnal mind.
Or it exposes them, like, who think carnally, right? Just like, okay, well, then I'm going to come eat you. And it's like, yeah, clearly you are, like, not, type thing. So when he, like, then is asked by the disciples here, like, like, this is hard to listen to. And then he, like, breaks it down to him. It's like, I'm not saying, like, my literal flesh, but, like, like, listen to my words. Like, my words are, like, spiritual and like my, again, I gotta go back, but does that make sense, guys? Sorry to think.
So 21, you got to understand, it's just like you thought that the cross, someone wearing a cross is demonic or an idol, and it's not. It's just a reflection, a reminder. It's not. We're not pretending to eat his flesh. It's a reminder. You have to look at it as a reminder of what Jesus did. We do a lot of things that remind us of his life on this earth and what he did and how he sacrificed for us. It's not a literal thing. And if you think that way, then you have an issue with, the symbolic meaning of things.
Right. And yes, we know that you've been to church, and we know of the churches that there are churches that teach that, and they're incorrect. They're just incorrect. That's all there is to it.
Or forgotten why they're doing this, right? Like they're doing this because a reminder, yeah. Or it's just self-righteousness, or they have invested in Ritz crackers or something like that. I don't know. I've never taken a communion or anything like that, but like, yeah, it's a reminder. Yeah, and like a mindset, right? Like when we are doing this, like, yeah, we eat crackers and maybe wine and cheeses like all the time, but like, like when we're so yeah, it is a practice intended to remind and also kind of open up just like the full experience. But then to those who maybe didn't get like that foundation firmly planted in them and have just been doing this just blindly, or just, like thoughtlessly, and then grow up to then look back at that just like, oh, that was just like so evil and dark, and like I remember, like that's where I hope that God will find a way to bring people to those kind of like astray, like members, back to the remnant and stuff like that. But if anything, yeah, it is a very kind of like difficult kind of time today, because there's so many like social and like cultural factors that like tie into just like why we feel like this earth is just so evil and run by just like darkness and stuff like that. But for believers, for such as myself, I know that there's darkness and all that in this world, but I know the light, and I try to remain in that light, especially standing in this darkness or amongst that darkness. Does that make sense? So,
yeah, and the beautiful thing about that is, you don't have to remain in the light because the light is in you. Mm-hmm. So wherever you go, you're supposed to let the light shine from you and light up the world around you. So if your light is always shining, which is Christ in you, then you should never be walking in darkness.
Hey, that's why you see me on camera all the time. And then even people will get like sick of that. Just like, can you just stop smiling? Just like I get tired. I'm just like, geez, obviously I've rubbed this person.
Like the Catholics are more known for communion. I was raised Presbyterian, and we always called it remembrance. We didn't call it communion. We called it remembrance. And we only did it once a year, and that was at Easter. We had sunrise service, and then we would go in the church and have remembrance. So it's not just a Catholic ritual. It is, I believe it's open to anyone that's Christian, myself.
I mean, Jesus said, do this often in remembrance.
Right.
Exactly. It's to remember. Mm-hmm. It's not an actual act of doing. It's not something that we do as a sacrifice. It's not Savitical. It doesn't make you, bring salvation to your life. It's just like, if a believer wants to wear a cross to remind them of the what Christ did on the cross for us, it's not an idol. Now, if you worship that cross, if you're worshiping the cross and not Jesus, then that's one thing. Yeah, then that's an idol to you, and you have issues. But if you're worshiping Jesus, and that's just a reminder, because it's no different than someone putting a verse in their on their cup or something like that. Just a constant reminder of what He did for us. Everybody has a different view of what a reminder is. And as long as it's not an idol where you're idolizing a subject, then you're fine.
Right. But let me say this. I do have a necklace that has a cross on it, but it's not an idol to me. It is more I don't know how to explain it. It's jewelry, and it is to let other people know where my heart is. In the middle of this cross is a little diamond in the center at the cross where it joins together. And to me, that represents God's heart in the middle of the cross. Okay, so just because you have a piece of jewelry doesn't mean it's an idol to you. Amen.
In 21, the Romans did make money off of it, but that was their problem. They idolized it, not us as believers, as Christians. You got to understand that. There's a difference.
Right.
And the Romans come up, the Pharisees and the Romans come up with the very first vending machine. Did y'all know that?
Mm-mm.
Yes. They truly come up with the first vending machine. You would drop a shekel, a shekel, into a slot above a trigger, like a little lever, and depending on how heavy that lever was, depending on how high the cork went up out of the plug, the hole of where holy water would fill up your cup. True story. So the heavier your shekel was,
Diesel's going wild in the background.
Are you chewing on a squeaky toy there?
The dog is having fun. The dog is having fun, y'all.
Is that a
Leave him
stress
alone.
ball? Is that a stress ball or your dog?
Oh, that's a lamb chop. Diesel has Max's lamb chop, and Max is not liking it. He's sitting here giving the dirtiest look. So I showed y'all, Max has like 50 lamb chops, and Diesel's not going to have one of them.
Oh, wow.
Are any of those 50 lamb chops like the puppet by like that lady Shirley something? Lamb chop the puppet? This is
Sherry.
Sherry.
Yeah, that's who my mom was named after, is Sherry on Lamb Chop.
Lori said
the creator. The creator of Lamb Chop and like that whole show, right? Like what was her last name? Does anybody remember? Without
man.
searching?
No.
It was on Final Jeopardy. The other, I'm just kidding. Shirley. Or Sherry.
Lori said that those are the lamb chops you're talking about. Yes. He's got like 50 of those.
Okay, I need Sherry. I think it's like a color.
Sherry Lewis.
Was that it? Or was that a guess?
Look it up. It's Sherry Lewis.
Sherry Lewis? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
A color. I was way off. Charles. Sherry Lewis. Thank you. Not Jerry Lewis. Sherry Lewis.
No,
so there was a Jerry. I love it. But yeah, I grew up on like.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, Jerry Lewis was a mean man in real life. He really was. He was a mean man.
Yeah, but he could play the piano, boy.
Oh, yeah.
The comedian? Jerry Lewis, the comedian, can play the piano?
Man, he was an artist.
The Sherry Lewis.
He was a comedian.
Jerry Lewis?
Yes, Jerry Lewis was a comedian.
Jerry Lewis. Jerry
Lewis. Yeah.
Sherry Lewis was a ventriloquist.
Yeah.
Jerry Lewis. Jerry, Sherry, you can't never tell the difference nowadays.
Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin. Yeah, they were a pair for a long, long time. They had a falling out.
And before like that pair up, wasn't Dean Martin like with Frank Sinatra, like in the Rat Pack and stuff like that? So
Yes, that was there was 4 of them. Sammy Davis Jr. Yeah, and Peter Lawford. Peter Lawford
was the fourth one. I always thought
Jerry
and
Lewis,
and then Dean, and Frank, right? So
yes, and Peter Lawrence. I think that was his name, Peter Lawrence.
No. So, let me say, because I don't know if anybody called it. Jerry, Sherry, you can't tell the difference nowadays.
Oh, yeah. I got you.
I mean, you can if you know what to look for. But
I don't know, man. Them surgeons are getting pretty good, I guess. What I heard.
Yeah. Maybe we should go after them and be like, look, man, like, stop trying to prove.
I just have one question. I just have one question. If you commit a crime and you leave blood behind, are they looking for a male or female? I usually get kicked out at that point.
That they can tell from the DNA whether it's male or female.
Yeah. They're looking for an evidence bag to do a, like, DNA scan. But if the perpetrator is like trans or something like that, like they're gonna know.
That's my point. That was the point. That's what my point was. No matter what you do, if you commit a crime and you leave blood behind, are they looking for a male or a female?
Or even a fingerprint, right? This fingerprint is a male.
Fingerprint does not tell. Fingerprint does not tell.
You can only tell from DNA.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna turn the camera on. Oh no, I won't. Never mind.
Jerry Lewis died at 91 years old, 2017.
Wow.
I thought he died on the plane with what's his name?
Cardiovascular disease.
I thought he died on the plane with that Hispanic singer. What was his name?
You're thinking of Jerry Lewis.
John Denver? Yeah. John Denver?
No, not John Denver.
Buddy Holly? The day the music died? Like
Buddy Holly. Who else was on that plane?
Bopper.
No, it's even a bigger person than that.
Oh wow, I don't.
La Bamba. Who sang La Bamba?
Oh yeah, La Bamba. Oh, what was his name? Oh wow.
La 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 Bamba. That song?
Right.
Yes,
La,
yes.
That was me.
Oh, what was his name? Wow.
It was who sang that?
Wasn't that Richie Valens?
Yes, Richie Valens. Yes. Yes, Richie Valens. La Bamba was Richie Valens.
The day. That's what American Pie is about, right? Like that tragic crash.
Yeah. I don't know if any of y'all NASCAR fans, but Kyle Busch died in the hospital today. Went in because he was of an illness and was in there for like a day and didn't make it. It's sad.
So sad.
How old was he?
Yeah, I watched him race 41.
41 years old.
Yeah, his family is so sad. We really definitely need to be praying for the family.
Yeah, because they just had another girl, I think, last year? The year before last?
Mm-hmm.
So sad.
You said Bush, right? B-S-H or B-S-C-H?
B-U-S-H.
B-U-S-H.
Yeah. Kyle Busch and his brother was Kurt Busch. He was the older brother. Both of them NASCAR drivers. He was a 2-time champion.
They were not of the Bush family, though.
No.
They were of a different family.
Is the other Bush brother still driving?
Look.
Oh, I think he's retired. He might do some like truck races every once in a while, or dirt track racing, but he's not into the Cup Series anymore.
Okay.
kind of like Tony Stewart. Tony Stewart went into drag racing now.
Yeah, I remember when Kyle first started racing. I'm talking 20 years ago. I remember when they first started.
Yeah, everybody hated him.
Did they race together, like brother against brother, or like
Yeah.
did one?
Yeah, they did for like
They're
probably
6 years
about
apart.
5 or 6 years. Yeah,
Kurt is 47 and Kyle was
41.
41. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
well, hey, at least he left a memory behind. Left the
He was
parents.
supposed to race. He's supposed to race this weekend in the All-Star race, but obviously he's not now.
Yeah, they said the only time he's ever missed this race was when he had a wreck in 2015.
And he broke his collarbone or his leg or something.
Y'all, I gotta go. Love y'all.
All right, yeah.
Love you too,
All right.
Petty.
Bye, Miss
blessed.
Patty.
What's up, y'all? What's up, Connect? Connect, did you get that? Did you get that earbud out of your nose, bro? Good deal.
It's gonna be around TikTok talking
up,
about that. What?
Y'all, he had an AirPod in his earbud in his nose.
It's gonna be going around. You seen Connect with his earbud in his nose?
Yeah.
That was really funny.
I'm telling you. I glanced at the phone and glanced away, and I got a little bit of glimpse of Connect, and I swear he had an AirPod in his nose. I guess he was having a bloody nose, and he decided.
Yeah, have you experienced a nosebleed by chance?
I do the tissue walruses when I have like nosebleeds or runny noses, where I'm just like, I gotta plug it.
Yeah.
I don't take the
When
vacuum.
I have
He thought I
runny
had-
noses, I've not had many bloody noses.
Well,
when I was
lucky
a kid,
you.
well, when I was a kid, I used to one of two things caused my my nose to bleed. Now, when I was a kid, either I got in a fight or I picked my nose so bad I scratched it and it started bleeding.
Just going for the gold, right? Just like, that's the worst one where it's like, yeah, I win. Two. I got greedy.
We got a son that has nosebleeds pretty regularly. Well, he ain't had one in a long time, has he?
Does he have any the AirPod?
Yes, he puts earpods in his nose.
Random, I had a relative that I haven't talked to in years reach out to me today on I guess X.
Huh.
He was a software engineer for the space shuttle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he wrote the software that helped decipher images and flight patterns.
For the most recent, Artemis, was it Artemis launch?
What's that?
For the Artemis?
For the space shuttle.
Yeah, the Artemis.
For the recent one, or
He didn't tell me which ones. I think it was, he said like Challenger and something else. It was the first three.
Oh, pretty cool. So like an older.
Yeah, he's 61 years old now. He's retired.
that's pretty cool. You got his phone number?
But I was like, man, I want to talk to you, man. I got to find out some information.
Yes. I have one question. Listen, you know the question I want you to ask him. I ain't even gonna say the question. You know what question I want you to ask.
Dude, I already asked him. He's like, he's like, trust me, we live on an Earth that's a globe.
Oh my God! So I was right. Is the Earth really round? Or is it flat? The Earth is flat, right? It's like no.
Yeah, no.
Every pilot disagrees with that.
He laughed at me. He goes, but believe what you want to believe. He goes, you do what you want. I was like, I don't believe that. I just know people that do.
How come every pilot disagrees with that?
What's that?
Because they don't want you to become a pilot. If you can't pass that question on like the pilot's exam, it's like, is the Earth round or flat? Flat. It's like, yeah, this is not. It's like job security, bro. Every pilot, like,
okay. Well, so
No, my friend, my best friend was retired with the Blue Angels, and trust me, he's like, there's no way the Earth is flat.
there's a curvature type thing, right? Like it's not like a Pac-Man game where I can't go just like straight like west and just like pop up.
I'm going to tell you, 30,000 feet in the air, the one time I was in the airplane, I did not see a curvature. For the side
a lot of it depends on what's in the atmosphere at the time, because there's a lot of different things that can affect how the horizon will look to you.
Right.
Whether it's a very humid day, there's gases, this, that, and the other that are more dense in some areas than others. So I mean, the ozone affects it.
You got a little window like about yay big that you're trying to look at.
There's a lot of things that can affect your. I mean, every time I've been up in the air, there's been no doubt in my mind there's a curvature in the. But you're looking at what you can see from a plane, even if you're in a plane, is very small. I mean, very small. So you're not going to see a very defined look. And now, even on a cruise ship, you go on a cruise ship and things look different, but you're looking at a very small scope of the entire Earth. It's like taking a freaking needle and putting it in a haystack and saying, "Oh, I can see the entire Earth from here." No.
Right. Well, listen, whether it's round or whether it's flat, it causes for a good conversation.
It's round.
Here's
the thing. The known universe, from science, is what is now flat. The way that we model, our universe is what's flat now. Just like in Christopher Columbus era, the world was flat to them. But now we've discovered, the next dimension and then the new kind of...
You know why it was flat?
Hold on, let him finish, Connect.
No, I mean, why was the Earth flat in 19 or 14? When was it? In 1492, Christopher
1416, 1418?
Yeah, before the New World was discovered, right? It was just something, I don't know, that not everybody knew, but educated, scholars of that time, knew, the Earth isn't just a piece of paper or
the reason why they believed it back then, because they only had a very small scope that they could see. You cannot judge off of a line of sight of a human being.
I can see that point. I
was trying to crack a joke on that.
All right, what's your joke? What's your joke?
The reason why the Earth is flat is because everybody's on it.
The reason why the Earth is flat isn't because everybody.
If there were no humans,
everybody's on it.
It just start inflating itself again.
You can't go up. You have to go down. Gravity.
Gone away.
It's just interesting. People who on the kind of Christian believer kind of side that also will argue on TikTok or debate on TikTok that the Earth is flat and that others who think that it's round are the ones who've been deceived by scientists and stuff like that. But the Bible clearly says that the Earth has a firmament over water. So I'm just if there's a dome, is that flat or is it domed? It's already that.
So the way I take it is, what you're saying is my perception and my belief that the Earth is flat is incorrect. And I guess the next thing you're going to tell me is Santa Claus is not real.
I mean, for those of us who had parents who made it real for us, that's one of those things.
Wait a minute. You mean the parents made it real? Are you trying to tell me right now, chat, that Santa Claus is not real, bro?
No, I just told you.
Oh, don't hurt his feelings. Don't hurt his feelings.
You're about to break my heart, bro. I'm about to cry.
Shut up.
I mean, I'm sure Santa Claus doesn't. You're Santa. That's the thing where I hope you're the Santa Claus in your haystack, type thing. But that's the thing. When I hear children today who say "Oh, Santa Claus didn't come to my house," or "Mommy told me Santa Claus isn't real," I'm just wow, that's a whole different kind of age than my parents who obviously didn't want to teach me something just this kind of deceptive. But when I was old enough to realize just how much they sacrificed to make that experience real for me, because I was just like blown away that there could be a human being who is capable of like these like feats. You know, like I didn't believe it at first, but then like thinking about how my father must have been just like watching me just every like December, just like today, Dad, or this Christmas I'm gonna catch him, and my dad's just like, really? How? And I'm gonna like roll out my like, you know, Home Alone like blueprint all in crayon, just like, all right, I'm gonna set up this booby trap or I'm gonna knock him out. And my father's probably
so I will say this. My son dated a girl, and we know this to be a fact. He dated a girl for a couple years. Her parents were going out of town, and she wanted to spend Christmas with her boyfriend, our son, and so we made arrangements where, you know, we were completely going to watch them and separate them, and she was going to stay the night and wake up at, you know, Christmas with us.
Okay.
And so after she got here, her mom called my wife and said, I need you to go privately where he can't hear you. And this girl was 16 at the time. She was 16. She was 16, so my wife went privately, and she proceeded to tell my wife in the middle of the night, go by the house, and in the back door was Christmas gifts from Santa Claus, and to please get them because her daughter still believed in Santa Claus. At 16 years old. What would you do in that situation?
As your wife?
As my wife.
I'd be like, well, what about our gifts? You know, like
we entertained it. We didn't.
Truth will always reveal itself eventually.
Right. Right. And so my wife said, I'm not going to be the bad guy.
Yeah, and I agree.
Be the bad guy.
I agree with her. I would just let it play out, and you know.
We might as well bring up the Tooth Fairy at this point.
Well, we're going to get to the Tooth Fairy. Are you okay?
No, I mean, I want to know what your wife did now. Like, so she was just like, okay,
gift,
I don't want to be the bad guy, right? So she takes the gift from the back door and then like puts it away until they fall asleep, and then puts it under your like tree with all your guys' family presents. And then just like when they wake up, like it's just like, oh, hey, there's one more gift left. It's from Santa Claus, and it's for, your girlfriend's son. And she's just like, Santa Claus, like present. And you're just like, son, this is who you picked. Just like, you know, it's a teachable moment where just like, I don't know. So is that what happened? Is that how it played out?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
My grandfather was mean to me. I remember him sitting in a chair one day. And he had those denture cleaners, those little tablets like Alka-Seltzer or whatever.
Yeah.
Put it in the cup, and next thing you know, he spits his dentures out into a cup right in front of me. I was like,
for the first time?
I was like, Grandpa,
for the
what
very
happened?
first time?
He's like, that's what happens when the Tooth Fairy gets greedy. He takes all your freaking teeth. And I'm like,
oh, Lord. Good night, Sister Harley.
You're just like, I've been giving that girl like.
I was like, man, that was mean. I think about it now. I was like, that was mean to say to a little kid.
Hey, I don't know if it was mean, but it could be pretty traumatic. Just like, oh man, just like I gotta save my baby teeth, and that's why people.
Because I had never seen him take his teeth out before, ever.
I mean, my father had dentures, and when he pulled them out, I was just like, oh my god! And he told me just like, this is what happens when you don't go to the dentist, and I was just like,
go ahead.
No, what did you have?
Well, I had something similar, but mine's more funny. I didn't know anything like this. I was like 8 years old, and my dad's like 40 years older than I am, literally. So anyway, we were down here in Alabama from Chicago, and he got his false teeth. He had just recently got them. I didn't know. I was young. I was 8, 9 years old, and I'll never forget. We were at my great uncle's house. And Aunt Martha had made some soup, and she'd made some steak and stuff like that. And my dad took a bite of that steak, and he ate it, chewed it up, and he went to go get some of that tomato soup or whatever it was, and his teeth fell off in the bowl of that soup.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, his teeth fell out of his mouth into that bowl of soup, and he was so mad, and I was terrified. I started crying. Mom, his teeth fell out of his mouth. I never forget.
It's like, what's in this thing? You had no idea, like, what it
I didn't know. I didn't know. I wouldn't eat. I stopped eating. I wouldn't eat. Yeah, I was
advertising.
No, I was scared. Boy.
I can add on to that. I came home one day, like from middle school, like maybe 8th or 9th grade, like a teenager, and like there was just I come in the front door and there's just apples, like just everywhere, like thrown, squashed, smashed apples, like and Korean apples. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Korean apples, but they're like huge, right? They're like like compared to like our apples here in America.
Hold on, who slapped you?
Huh?
Who just slapped you?
My dog. My dog is here.
Oh. Man, I thought somebody walked up behind me and slapped you. That dog got to go potty, bro.
Oh yeah. I know. He's not a doggy door. He just wants my attention. But either way, like I found out that my father, like the year that he got his dentures, like his in-law or my grandma on my mother's side would always send like me and like my brother and like my parents Korean apples, like at certain times of the year, and they didn't know. My father just got all of his teeth taken out, and like he's just like going through, just like I can only imagine. And then he like saw the apples that we get every year, and he just immediately took that as them like making fun of him or like attacking him. And so this is where like it took me almost 15 years to find out. That's why I walked in like that day and just saw apples everywhere, and my mother and my father just like yelling at one another. So
he told him not be so stupid. He said, "How dare your family?"
He was just like, they know that I just got my teeth pulled out, and just like my mom was just like, yeah, but what? We can't eat apples because of this. My mom was just like, I mean, do you think that's fair? And it's like, so this is where my mother just was at a point where she was like standing up to him, like in a sense where, again, like this was like my kind of baggage that I had to carry with me until it became like luggage to me as I get to like kind of travel like throughout my walk. And then now all I have is like a carry-on. I just bring my smile and my light. So again,
right.
But yeah, I don't know if anybody can top that. Apples. Apples. That's why I can't even have an iPhone anymore, because I can't stand apples. That's what we call it in comedy.
Yeah, one time I was
everybody.
One time I was eating pizza in school. What about 8th grade? Elementary, right? 8th grade, I was eating pizza. And I ate the pizza, my tooth came out. My bottom right tooth came out.
Eating a pizza?
When you eat, it gets attached to it.
That was a rough pizza.
I mean, dude, like that's the thing. It's just like, can you imagine the parent who's just like gonna sue the school? It's just like, your pizza, like ripped out my child's tooth. It's just like,
maybe
lost a tooth and a sugar daddy. That's about it.
That's the thing where
you said proving the sugar daddy.
I lost a tooth to fishing line in a remote control car.
If you guys will go on like YouTube and like search like Koreans pulling children's teeth and see how Koreans do it. Like how Americans will like do that thing where they tie the string around the tooth and then like on a door and just slam the door. See how Koreans like take that with their own twist. Like my father was just like, and he's just like holding. He's like, "Are you ready? Are you ready?" And he just freaking slaps me on my head. And I'm like, "What was that?" And he's just like holding my tooth, and I was like, "What just happened?" Like it was just wild. But like this is like their tradition. You just kind of like stun the kid from not even thinking about it, and you just yank it really hard. But then there was times where my father like tried it, and then it was just like, "Dad, I didn't get it."
My granddaughter came up to me just a couple years ago, And it was back when they were living with us, and she's like, "Grandpa, I want my tooth out. I want my tooth out." I mean, it was ready to fall out. And I said, "You want me to pull it?" She goes, "Yeah, pull it." And I couldn't get a good grip of it. So I got a better idea. So I took a string, tied it around it. She goes, "What are you gonna do?" I said, and my daughter's like, "You're not gonna put it on a door." I was like, "Nope." I tied it to my dog's collar. I had my dog sit there, and my dog is like a tennis ball is like crack. And I was like, "You ready for this?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "Here, throw this ball." She goes, "Why?" I said, "Just throw the ball." She threw it, dog took off, and out came her tooth.
Thank goodness it wasn't like as loose as maybe we thought, and then just like dragging her, just like Grandpa or Dad. Just like, yeah, those kinds of reliance. You can't get away with that today, right? Like, wouldn't you say? You try that today and post it on social media, like, yeah, you're gonna have probably CPS. Like,
and she's like, "I want to do it again." I was like, "Baby, that was the only teeth
I want to
you
do
let loose."
it again. Just like, hold on, I got more teeth. Just go.
That reminds me of the time me and my kids went down to South Florida. We were coming home, and man, we were moving in construction, and it was the weekend, and so construction was moving pretty good on I-95, and we were doing about 75, and I guess the good Lord just decided He was going to put a stop sign in front of that woman out of nowhere because she bowed up on the brake for no reason, and I cut the wheel off into the left because I was in the left lane. And I cut the wheel off to the left, and I hit one of them white barrels, one of them yellow and white barrels, and they're not filled up with water, y'all, but they will slow your car. No, they're not. But they will slow your car down. But I hit that thing, and I went off into the left, and I spun circles in the sand in the middle of that median, and I got stopped, put it in park, and, thank the Lord, and we were safe. Got my son and daughter out, and my son, I don't know, he might have been 3 or 4, maybe 5, and he said, "Let's do that again, Daddy. Let's do it again." Like you can repeat that. Like, there's no way you can repeat that.
It's just like,
yeah, and that was the longest. Listen, that was the longest trip I've ever taken in my life, because at that time, that kid was into bridges, and every time we went up under a viaduct, up under an overpass, I had to exit to go across the bridge, to come back across the bridge to enter back onto the highway.
That's a loving father right there, man. Like, that's what I'm talking. But then does he appreciate it now? It's just like, remember how long our road trips would be, Dad? It's like, yeah. Remember like how you love bridges and like, you're not big of a pain. But it was very,
if I look back at that one, he had this cup. It was a Blue's Clues cup, and he would not put that thing down. He was two or three. He would not put that thing down. He had to have his Blue's Clues cup, and if he didn't have his Blue's Clues cup, you better be prepared. Well, we're going down the road, and he decided that he didn't want to hold his Blue's Clues cup no more, so he chunked it out the window. And then he realized, I can't touch my Blue's Clues cup, so he started screaming. So we stopped, turned around, went back, and about the time we got up to where he threw it out, big truck come over and run that thing over.
It's like at that moment, right? Or right. It was already run over, like when you got there.
No, he's seen it.
Yeah, he had to watch it just. Just like,
he threw a fit, and I mean, he threw the biggest tantrum that you've ever heard of in your life. And we drove for like 6 hours. We wound up almost 6 hours away before we could find a cup that was Blue's Clues cup. I'll tell you this, if you're familiar with the area, I went from Tuscaloosa, Alabama to the other side of Amory, Mississippi.
Just to find another replacement cup? Like, this was one of those things where you tell them, it's like, son, when you throw stuff that you love out the window, this is what happens. You know,
We
like,
tried that. No, we tried that. That didn't work.
hey, well, you know,
It was
let it.
Blues Clues Cup, and I was getting my Blues Clues Cup right now. And you talk about this kid with Blues Clues come on, he would stand up in front of the Blues Clues TV, and he'd scream, "Yep, yep." And when mail come, he'd get up there and he'd sing and dance, and he'd put his hands up next to his ears, and he'd shake his hands and say, "We got mail." And I was all.
Guess who got mail? Guess who got mail?
I was thinking Bluey for some reason. I forgot. Like I really don't. Blues Clues. Yeah, it's like a detective. It's like a detective dog like type thing.
Yeah,
Like
Blues Clues is different. Yes.
Blues Clues, Bluey.
Steve wound up in a scandal.
Who? What?
Yeah,
He got in trouble.
Steve from Blues Clues. He wound up in a scandal.
Who's
Go look
He
it
got
up.
in trouble.
There's a guy named Steve from Blues Clues.
Blues Clues.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you this: he got stuck. He got in such of a big scandal. Like they pulled Blues Clues off of the TV until they found a replacement.
I remember that. Yeah.
Wow.
That's
I may
how they
be showing my age here, and I hope somebody remembers this.
If you bring up the purple dinosaur,
No.
Oh Lord.
This is back when Sesame Street, Zoom, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Do y'all remember a thing called DOT?
D-O-T?
Yes, DOT. It was this little dot that bounced around the screen.
Oh yeah.
it was on all the cartoons and all the
Yeah, yeah. So okay, good. I'm not the only one that remembers, but it bounces around the screen.
It takes you to a dimension.
No, don't think spiritually.
No,
right now.
no,
Let's not talk about that.
no. It's total.
Are you talking like kind of like the old school like screensaver, which is like the thing that just kind of bounces?
No.
Oh
Like
man,
No, it's a hole that appeared and moved.
No. This was a little dot, and it was called Dot. They would say,
on
okay,
PBS.
here comes Dot. So I mean, I can't remember what show it was in. It might have been
Mr. Rogers
multiple
something.
shows. I'm not sure, but it was. I remember Dot.
all right. You okay? So you're old enough, Priscilla. You're old enough. And most of y'all are old enough up here.
Yeah.
The next not old enough to remember this.
Wow.
You're not old enough for real. For real. You had to be at least a teenager in the 80s. Listen, who remembers Richard Simmons have a sweatband and a sweatband on his beard?
Well, yeah, of course he did.
Yes.
And the
Go find me
sweatband had a beard? Is that what you said?
No, he had a sweatband on his forehead and he had sweatbands on his wrist.
Yeah.
And his ankles, I think, too, right? Like, he was all like,
Does everybody remember that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
He used to
Yes.
also play in a bunch of different shows, like on All My Children. They would bring him on, and he would have a class on, working out and things like that. He was also in the same era with Jane Fonda, so them two kind of had a little competition going.
Right. So this is what I want y'all to do. This is y'all's homework. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Go find me a picture with Richard Simmons with sweatband on.
Oh wow.
Go find me a picture.
Okay, I can't leave because it'll throw me out. But I'll
He's saying he doesn't exist.
That's why I said it's homework. So
Oh.
here's another one. Fruit of the Loom. You remember Fruit of the Loom?
Yeah.
Remember the conch? Little fruit conch thing on it?
I
Yes.
found it.
It can't be AI generated.
Yeah, the fruit of the
Oh.
loom, apples, and the fruit. Yeah.
Right. Remember the little brown conch on it?
The
You know
brown
that-
what?
The conch. You know what a conch is, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, go find me a picture of that in the logo.
Oh wow. Okay, you saying there's not one?
Nope.
This is like a Mandela effect, is what they would
That's
call this,
exactly
right?
what it is. It's called the Mandela effect. Listen,
That's
they're
wild.
making it crazy, y'all.
I mean, no
Oh,
headband
wow.
or anything. Like, you know, like, I'm wondering now if maybe the
It's what
headband,
they-
like that thing, comes from like
It's
Jim
what they-
Carrey impersonating him, like as
It's like what we call in the film and comedy industry on improv. You have to make it up.
No.
no. This
This
isn't.
is the Mandela effect. This is what we've been led to believe. Go look up Fruity Pebbles. All right, here's you one. Patty, spell Fruity Pebbles.
Uh,
Or
Like
I'm sorry, not
the correct
Fruit
way
Loops.
or the
Spell
commercial
Fruit
way.
Loops the way Fruit Loops spelled it on their box. Spell Fruit Loops.
I don't know how they
With the
spelled it
bird,
on the
right?
box. I'm just going back.
FROOTLOOP. I mean,
Are you sure about that? Yeah, are you sure about that?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I didn't really eat Fruit Loops. I had Frosted Flakes. So
The way you
Well,
act
how do
today
y'all
says you're
spell
lying.
relief? How do y'all spell relief?
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 R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
ROLAIDS.
Okay, good. Thank
or
you.
Advil,
Thank you. Good.
ADVIL or Nuprin. What was that commercial?
No.
That's a commercial like slogan, right? Like,
F. What do you say? F.
how do you spell relief? Like,
FURTTY.
that is not how you FR.
No.
Ferdy?
The-
Ferdy?
There's
Fruit
a
Loops.
right way and there's a wrong way to spell relief. My brother is the one that brought this to my attention.
You gotta
And
remember
my
Rolaids.
brother is out in left field. Okay, I don't want to spell it. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. He's not all there. You know what you're trying to say?
No, he's all there in the brain. He just likes foul jokes. Okay,
Oh, yeah. He's not all there.
right.
All right.
So yeah, I mean, like that's the thing. I have like images that I just have right here. One says what I said, FROOT, and then a thing that says FRUIT, right? So
I have a question. My mic was on this whole time?
Yes.
No. Oh
It
yeah.
is spelled FRUITTY.
It was not.
TTY, fruity,
It was not spelled FRUITE.
ever, right? Like
You know what?
because
Right.
there was no fruit in it. Like, you can't. So it's just
Okay,
like
somebody
here's another
explain what the Mandela effect is because I don't get what that is.
All right, here's another. I'll show you a perfect example of the Mandela effect.
I mean, like
It's like a placebo effect.
no,
The
it's
reason
not.
they call it the Mandela effect, Patty, is because
Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandela had passed away at such and such time, and then like 10 or 15 years later, he passed away again.
Oh,
Oh, right. So watch. Here's a perfect example of Mandela effect. Who used to knock on your door to bring the Publishers Clearinghouse check?
Ed McMahon
Ed McMahon.
Ed
and
McMahon. yeah.
his
Hold on.
female
Everybody
co-host.
say Ed McMahon, right?
Yeah.
Ed McMahon never worked for Publishers Clearinghouse.
What?
Now call
So-
me a lot.
No,
So
I
he-
think,
Hold
I
on.
think
So
Jerry
Whoa,
Lewis started
wow.
that before Ed McMahon.
No, you're
Jerry
gonna tell
Jerry
me there's
Lewis
no
had his own
Santa Claus.
foundation.
Hold on. Ed McMahon never worked for Publishers Clearinghouse. Never.
Oh wow.
No, he just filmed the commercials.
He didn't.
Right. Does that necessarily mean like
Well,
he
look it
wasn't the person who was like shown like
They're
yeah in
telling
the
us
commercial?
that- hold on, this is how we remember it, but they're telling us that Ed McMahon never done those commercials. Go look
Well-
it up.
Well, I mean, that's the whole thing is that these people, the companies would hire marketing firms not
It says
to do the commercial for
it
them.
says Ed McMahon compensated endorser. So it's not an employee of Publisher Clearinghouse. Yeah, he was still a
He never did the
compensated.
video.
Huh?
He never done the video. He never done the commercial.
I mean, like I have
Oh,
in my
wow.
initial search images. It's like so. But essentially, like the Mandela effect, Patty, is like a term in like kind of like quantum theoretical physics about how like time kind of just like glitched out for like older generations, like compare, like we, some of us like think that like Nelson Mandela died in prison, but then others know that Nelson Mandela like did all these amazing things like outside after prison. But then like somebody was saying just like, did he die twice or what's going on? And like if we try to go back
It's
and like look it up, all the information has kind of already changed. It's like in Back to the Future when Marty, like goes back to the present and he like goes back into his house and all of a sudden it's not his house anymore, right? Like it's just kind of like one of those
Can I
things
ask a
where
question?
I could have sworn it was this way, but now that we look at it, it's not. So then are we to believe our personal
Who knows?
experience or distrust like what we experience? Does that make sense? So it's just like like this the theoretical kind of term. But this Richard Lewis wristbands one, like Mike, that was a good one. And yeah, I mean like
Richard Simmons.
Richard
Can I
Simmons.
give an example?
So, hold on a minute. Hold on. So Ed McMahon done very similar commercials for a company called AFP. AFP was not in it very long. That's why you remember and think it was Public Clearinghouse, but he never done commercials for Public Clearinghouse.
so it was AFP then that we're remembering that was doing that giveaway like once a year.
Right.
And then Publisher Clearinghouse just like rode the
did the
coattails.
No, they did the same thing, but Ed McMahon is being tied to Public Clearinghouse because of the AFP commercial.
Because of the similar like
Right.
mission
Similar.
or charity type thing, right?
Right.
Huh. Yeah, American Family Publishers and with Ed McMahon. So they were before Publishers
Yeah,
Clearinghouse,
well,
or they were like simultaneous?
They both ran in the 80s and 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Against one another?
Well, I mean, I don't know that they were competitors, but all I'm telling you is they're saying we're crazy, y'all.
I mean, Ed McMahon's Publisher Clearinghouse proof of the Mandela effect. So is that how you stumbled upon this? You were just looking up the Mandela effect?
My supervisor, we had so he does hour-long meetings with their employees that takes about 20 minutes. So he kills time with us for the rest of it. Just, hey, how you doing? And I've known him for about 20-something years, so we cut up. And he said, hey, you remember? And I said, yeah. He said, no, you're wrong. Like, what? And I got to go look up Mandela effects that Gen X thinks they know. You'd be shocked.
Wow.
They remember. You'd be shocked.
Berenstein Bears or Bearstein Bears.
But hey, I'm about to go. I got to go to bed.
All right.
God bless you. I'm gonna go put this mask on my face and it's trying to take my life.
I thought you were gonna do like a beauty, like night routine or something like that, dude. Clean it out, man. Just like
I probably need to.
Just swallow it up. Like you need to clean that up because it's those germs that will be.
You need to get one of my wife. I bought her one of those. It's a IR infrared sanitizer, and you put your mask and everything in it, and it sanitizes it in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
No fluids or anything like that to clean it, right?
No, you just stick it in there. I mean, you can put anything
and it's all
in there.
lights, and it's
Baby
all just
bottles.
lights.
Yeah, and it sanitizes everything.
Yeah, I probably can do that. I probably need to do that.
You get it on Amazon. I think I paid like $50 or $60 for it.
That's a lot of money around my neighborhood.
Yeah, it's better than the doctor's bill.
It could,
for that hell.
It could save your life. Like
you want a $3,000 emergency bill, or you want a $50?
Well,
Amazon Prime.
Exactly.
Right.
The $3,000 emergency room bill. I could pay that $5 a month. for the rest of my life.
So can you do that with Amazon too? Like, if you want a $5 payment plan for the $60 like FR or RF.
Well, it'll go towards my deductible. I'm joking, y'all.
We're not. I'm serious
It's been
about
like
your
4 or
health.
5 years, y'all, since I cleaned it.
Yeah. Are you saying that like you're good?
No, I'm being
just
serious.
like, like I didn't go to the dentist to have like a cleaning, like a routine cleaning for 5 years. And when I finally came back, I was just like waiting to, taste what I've like the bed that I made for myself. I had like 7 cavities. I had to go through like 5 like back to back to back like cleaning sessions just to catch up to like what I was before. And then they were just like, why didn't you just like show up like routinely? And I was just like, oh, I was doing like comedy. I was like,
All right.
Just,
God bless y'all.
You
God
too.
bless you, man. See you tomorrow.
Probably Roasting. Good to sit with you. And yeah, I look forward to seeing more videos with us in it.
Absolutely, man. God
Be
bless.
well, brothers. Love you. Okay. So now that we did that,